This next match is scheduled for one fall and is for the ILW Intercontinental Championship.
Guys, I am ready to see who wins this match, and my pick for it is the cleaner, Kenny Omega.
I don't know, Nasty. Bobby Roode's held his championship since WrestleMania last year when he defeated Roode. He's had a reign of terror over a year now.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything, alright? Listen, if the person to get it done is Kenny Omega.
Coming to you first by way of North Carolina, he is the cleaner, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega being accompanied to the ring by Don Callis. This is interesting after him being separated from the Young Bucks. Is Omega taken or turned into a new league? Is this a different brawler side of the cleaner?
It might be, but I feel like that it gives him an advantage with Don Callis by his side, in his corner. For all we know, he might get involved.
This is fair. The only outlier, I guess, is with the Horsemen and Bobby Roode. There's all this Tully Blanchard. So is Don Callis, Kenny Omega's way to even the odds against the Four Horsemen, Bobby Roode?
It might be, but if there's anything I'm not concerned about, it is what Kenny Omega can do and what he will eventually achieve at the end of this match.
And making his way to the ring next, being brought to the ring by Tully Blanchard, he is the ILW Intercontinental Championship, the It Factor, Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode out here looking like he is in the best shape of his life. Kenny Omega and Don Callis out here in front of us plotting, seem to get a game plan together. I'm interested to see how this match comes out.
I am too, but look at that. Bobby Roode looks shredded. Listen, I think that he does have a chance to keep his championship. We've already seen one retained tonight, and I'm ready to see what happens in this match.
Right there, the referee holding up that beautiful ILW Intercontinental Championship. Kenny Omega has his eye on the prize, and Bobby Roode has not taken his eyes off of Kenny Omega. I don't know what's scarier, somebody who has everything to lose or somebody who has nothing to lose.
Yes, and that's why I think Kenny Omega has the advantage in this match. If he loses, he loses. But if Bobby Roode loses, he loses his world, man. I know I just said loses like 5 times, but it doesn't matter. And I'm ready to see the cleaner clean something.
Well, and I can tell you right now, we're watching Kenny Omega take it to Bobby Roode early in this match like we haven't seen before. This year, Bobby Roode's been very dominant. I'd say the hardest opponent he had was former ILW champion Andrade. But other than that, he's been caught up with the Wyatt Six and hasn't maybe been too focused. And this is the first clear challenger for Bobby Roode in a long time. That, I think, holds a big factor in the outcome of this matchup.
Yes, I do, but look at Kenny Omega. I think he was setting up for a pedigree.
Jay Driller.
Jay Driller.
Or Tiger Driver, some might say. But look, Kenny Omega, moonsault out to Tully Blanchard, taking out Bobby Roode's, advocate. And Roode is fired up.
Yes, he is. And I just think that Kenny Omega is working smarter, not harder, by taking out the person that gives Bobby Roode an advantage.
Okay. Kenny Omega able to reverse, roll through, looking for the moonsault. Bobby able to get the knees up.
Bobby gonna take it. He's gonna try to hit that glorious DDT.
Glorious DDT.
And he does. Trying to end it early.
Kenny Omega with the ring awareness to put that foot on the bottom rope.
Listen, that's the thing. The ring, I would always use it to your advantage by using those ropes and knowing the ring personally like Kenny Omega does.
Okay, nasty. Kenny Omega just reversed that superplex from the top, and Tully Blanchard already back up, causing distraction, able to give Bobby Roode the upper hand.
And now he's going to hit him with that neck breaker.
Scraping neck breaker on the upper neck and shoulders of Kenny Omega, and now he's aiming for that power driver.
This could take out Kenny Omega out of the match, but no, he's going to kick them legs, get out of it. And now he's going to show him some of that technical wrestling.
Not if Bobby Roode has anything to do with it. Going for another glorious DDT.
That could be over, but no, gets him up. He's going to go for a one-winged angel.
Oh, electric chair, German suplex, dropping Bobby right on them upper shoulders.
Listen, that upper body strength from Kenny Omega is what makes him special.
Kenny calling for the V-trigger. Taunting Tully Blanchard. Taunting Bobby Roode.
He's going to go for it. Bounces off the ropes.
But Tully catches the leg. Clipping, catching Kenny off his game. And is that going to be just enough to make the it factor? Bobby Roode be able to get that upper. Now with Don Callis at his side. Callis just tucked that hammer into his shirt.
And hits him with palm strikes to the chest. And now he's going to set up for the J Driller. And connects.
Spiking Bobby Roode on the top of his head.
He just got his head caved in with a hammer.
Kenny Omega going to the top. Phoenix splash and misses. Bobby Roode with that
spine buster right to that spine of Kenny Omega.
Nasty, I don't know where else a spine buster would be, but you're right. Right to the spine of Kenny Omega. Now Bobby Roode threatening the young ref right here in front of us. Once again, taking his eye off the prize.
And this could give time for Kenny Omega to take advantage of Bobby Roode. And he's rebounding off the rope. Hurricane Rana.
Kenny Omega kind of powering up.
The aura from that man.
Bobby Roode cuts off the aura farming that Kenny Omega was in the middle of.
Went for a glorious DDT to get stopped.
Kenny Omega floats over the back. Sparta kicks Bobby Roode into the chest. Now looks to be going for a V-trigger off in that corner.
Gonna take Bobby Roode's head off, but no, he gets caught with a Death Valley driver.
Could this be it, Nasty?
No. Don Callis puts the foot on the rope.
And now the referee ejecting Don Callis, sending him to the back so we can get a clear and decisive winner tonight.
Tully Blanchard with a clothesline to the chest of Don Callis.
But Kenny Omega able to capitalize and connect with the one-winged angel.
And your winner and new ILW Intercontinental Champion, Kenny
Look,
Omega.
Don Callis in the ring to hand Kenny Omega his newly won Intercontinental Championship.
Don Callis has to be proud of himself. The distractions he made tonight definitely the clean. Become Intercontinental Champion tonight at WrestleMania. What's next for Bobby Roode and the Four Horsemen? What is the clue from here?
They took a formidable loss tonight at WrestleMania.
Nasty, wait, the lights just went out.
Oh my God.
Brody King holding Don Callis and Aleister Black with a huge black mask to the champion.
What does Aleister Black want with Kenny Omega?